everybody, and welcome to the channel Crossing the Spiritual Streams. My name's Tandra, and today we're doing a tarot pick-a-pile card reading, and it's going to be with messages from Archangel Michael. We haven't had messages from him in a while, and I just really felt like he had some messages to get out for us. This could be on anything that he would like to say, any kind of advice or messages or things, observations, whatever comes out. There are 3 different piles to choose from. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. It is best to go with your gut instinct in choosing which pile that you should watch. Like if a number just popped into your head, that maybe should be the video that you should watch or something like that. We also have, along with our tarot cards, we also have a Egyptian fortune telling card. We also have charms that we will be doing in each of the readings as well, and our oracle spheres. So you could be thinking of a yes or no type of question. I also believe we might do a couple of angel numbers as well, just because this is an archangel reading, and you might have a few messages to impart that way. So I think we might get a few of those as well in each reading, okay? All right, so we're going to give you some time to reflect on these piles. Now, if you are new to this channel, we would love to, first of all, say thank you for being here. We love seeing you. When you watch your video, if you like it, please remember to give it a thumbs up. If you could share the channel with your friends and family, we do appreciate that greatly. And if you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon, you can be notified of future videos when they come out. We do these weekly readings on various topics, but we also have a daily messages from Spirit that might be of interest to you to check out as well. Okay, so we just wanted to invite you guys for all of those things. And we're going to give you some time to reflect when you are ready. In the description, there will be timestamps that will lead you to each pile. And we'll see you at your reading. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your messages from Archangel Michael. We have that over here. We have our Egyptian fortune telling card. We have our tarot cards. We also have our charms that we'll be looking at. Our oracle spheres, where you could be thinking of a yes or no question that you can get an answer to. And we're also going to grab a few angel numbers here as well. This is an archangel reading, and there might be some messages come through with the angel numbers too. So we're going to go ahead and do all of that. All right, so let's see what Michael has to say for us today. We have Journey. We have the Princess of Pentacles. We have the 2 of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the Judgment card. We have the Tower. We have the 2 of Wands. The King of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles. And the Page of Cups. Okay. This message is all about your health. Okay. There's 2 different scenarios here. One is that basically for both of the scenarios, this has to do with your health. You're getting very, very sick. Your health come crashing down, basically. Okay, a very big, swift change in your health. One is that you've already gone through this, and you're just now on the recovery and on the mend. And 2 is that this is coming up for you in the near future if you don't heed some warnings and make some changes. Okay. So it depends on which energy is going on with you, but basically, for those of you watching this video, your health is in grave danger. Okay, either you've already gone through something very dramatic health-wise, okay, you've been very, very ill, or you're getting ready to become very, very ill, okay? Now, we'll take them one at a time, and we'll talk about the messages for each one. Let's talk about, for those of you that have gotten sick and you're now on the mend a little bit. Michael says it could be very beneficial to you to go on a journey, if you're well enough to do so, to maybe get out into the country or be able to get some fresh air or some sunshine if you can find a place to do that, and or go to a place like with caring, nurturing, like parents or other people like that, people that can kind of help you recover. Okay, because I get the feeling that this has knocked you for a loop. This has made you pretty sick. And that the recovery isn't just a day or two type of recovery. It's going to take a little bit longer. You're going to maybe need some help, maybe some physical therapy, maybe some just a little extra care because maybe you're still really weak. Other things like that. And that by getting out, and I know right now for at least those of us in North America, it's cold out for a lot of us, and it's, wintertime, it's really hard to get. But if you can find a place where you can get some sunshine, get some fresh air, even if it's slightly on the cold side, but not very cold, where it doesn't lower your temperature too much, but you can at least feel the sunshine on you. If you can go out and do that, that's going to be really important, okay? But along with that, and this message is also for those of you that might get sick in the coming future, is Michael wants you to change up your ways a little bit on how you deal with health matters. You tend to put yourself at risk with health matters, okay? You might go out and get caught out in the rain. You might work too many long hours. You might eat the wrong foods. You might be around a lot of sick people and don't take precautions against getting ill. There's those kinds of energies going on with you that you're not real careful about taking care of your health. And that's one of the reasons why you were able to get so sick, or why you might get so sick. Okay? And Michael would like for you to get a better balance in your life when it comes to dealing with your health. He would like for you to do the things you want to do. Eat the food you want to eat, but don't go too crazy. Like if you have high blood pressure, don't go too crazy on the salt and the high fatty foods and things like that. Maybe, eat a few more things that would help level that out a little bit. And then enjoy some of the foods that you like in moderation or in very small amounts. That way you get a little bit more of a balance. If you work too hard, maybe find ways to cut that back, or find ways to strengthen your immune system to be able to deal with those long hours. Do your best to protect yourself against other people that are sick. Stay away from people that are ill if you can, unless you're in like the healthcare industry. And if you are, do every precaution and everything you can to help keep from getting ill. Don't cut back and take risks and do other stuff, because maybe in the past you've kept from getting very seriously ill, and so you kind of are a little lax on some of the protocols or some of the other things that might be useful. Or maybe you think, it's not ever been a problem, I won't worry about it, or something like that. And so maybe you've kind of let your guard down on that a little bit. And this is true for all of you guys. So if you've gotten ill, it's a good idea to go on a journey to help go to another place to kind of get away from that sickness a little bit, and to recuperate and get away from the other stuff that's happening, and also get a better balance in your life on this. You are very strong. You do have the strength to get through this. You do have the strength to recover from this, but the recovery time can be very difficult and be very long if you don't heed some of this advice. Okay? Now, for those of you who have not gotten ill, Michael is letting you know that you do have the opportunity to stave off getting ill. You do have that opportunity if you can get this balance back in your life. If you can learn to balance the energies, not go too far one direction, do more things that are more healthy for you. Make sure you drink enough liquids and water. Get a little bit of exercise. Doesn't have to be very strenuous exercise or whatever, but a little bit would be useful. Um, you know, try to stay away from people that are ill unless you can't in some way, and then if you can't, do everything you can to protect yourself from getting that sickness. Try to stay out of situations that lower your immune system. Uh, try to not overwork yourself. Try not to, like I said, balance. The balanced energy is very important here. You have lots of things in your card and your reading that show balance. You have your twos, you've got your scales and the Six of Pentacles, you've got your numbers that are balanced energy, you've got all that going on. And that is where Michael is leading you, is to try to get that balance in your life. Try to get that whatever, because you don't want to get seriously ill unless you've already done so. And if you have gotten seriously ill, you want to get that balance back in your life so you don't get worse sick in the future, because if you go about the habits the way you've been going about them, you're just going to get sicker again, and maybe even life-threatening, so if it hasn't been that way. So this is a deep warning for you guys. This is, make sure that you heed this warning, because it can really affect your life greatly. Okay? And Michael wants you to know that you are strong enough to get through this. Getting some help and some nursing and some other stuff from some other people would be very useful to you. So he does recommend that. But that this is, this illness can change your life drastically. Okay? If you've already been really ill, it's probably changing. You might be so weak it might be hard for you to go back to work full time right now, or other things like that that might change your life up. You might end up having to change the way you eat or the way you do things for the rest of your life because of it. Try to do a lot less stressful things. Try to let stress, not affect you the way it can. Make sure you do things to kind of lower your stress, things like that, because I'm telling you, this can change your life forever. And like I said, if it already has, there are ways to mitigate it or make it better or improve it. And, getting that balance back in your life and doing other stuff will help. Okay, so that's really an important message for you guys. So we're going to go with that. Now we can go on to our charms as well, because we'll take a look and see if there's any other messages he has, or guidance, or advice, or anything else on that. Maybe dealing with this health issue, or maybe deal with other things, I don't know. So let's go take a look and see what else he has to say. Okay. Let's see what Archangel Michael advice is, or messages, or other things he might have to say to you on this. We're going to go ahead and get a good mix up here. Okay, let's see what we've got. Oh, got a few cards kind of mixed up here. Once again, they are, we have a 6 and a 10 and a 3 of heart. Okay, we got a 7. Okay. The 3 energy, the 3 of hearts, specifically, I think relying on your community, your family, and other stuff helping you through this right now, I think is kind of important. So I think that was just kind of another message that he had for you there. The 7 of Wands is once again that protective energy, and I do feel like protecting yourself against illness is very important if you haven't gotten sick yet, or in the future if you've gotten sick. It's important to protect yourself from getting sicker or getting reinfected, or that kind of thing. Okay, that's a really important message here for you. We also have the 6 of Spades and the 10 of Pentacles. Once again, it's another Pentacle energy. They're both balanced energies with the 6s and the 10s. The Six of Swords is that recuperating energy from the problems and the strife. The Ten of Pentacles is that reaching the ultimate benefit. So basically, for those of you that have gotten sick, you are or can be on the mend now. And for those of you that have avoided getting ill, you might be able to keep avoiding it. Or if you do get sick, you might be able to stave it off being serious, kind of thing. So, that's the message there is, make sure that you're cautious and careful on that. We do have the home sweet home, and I like that energy because, like I said, I think traveling back to your childhood home or area, if you can do so, I think could be very beneficial for some of you guys. Or just staying at home a day or two if you're overworking yourself could be beneficial as well. So that's just kind of a message for you to take or leave however you find that. We do have the Pisces energy here, which is once again another balanced energy I see, because it's the two fish, and usually they swim in the opposite direction, but there's two fish, so once again that's a balanced energy. We do have some cup energies going on as well as pentacle energies, so I do feel like emotionally this can be kind of something that's a little bit emotional for you, in that I get the image of, crying, or the, not unreasonable crying, but basically unexpected crying, like because you got so worn down, or because you got so sick, or that kind of energy that you could actually, just kind of cry without expecting to. Just all of a sudden it'll just make you cry because you're just so worn out. And you're just so, I get that kind of emotional overflowing energy here with some of these water images here. So that's something for you to think of. But we also have the key pentacle here, which means you do have the key to your health. Okay, you do have the key to making your health stronger. It's a diamond energy. Diamonds are very strong. And, it was interesting that that particular key came up. There's lots of different keys in the charms, and it's interesting that that one came up because it shows you do have the key to your health and making your health stronger. Okay, we do have a Y and an S. Think of yes, also say, but they could be initials. They could mean something to you specifically, that kind of thing. So keep in mind with those. We do have the reindeer energy and the dragonfly energy, and what I like with those is reindeers are magical and special and do magical things, that kind of thing, but they're also the wintertime energy and all that as well. But we also have the dragonfly, and dragonflies are stronger than they look. And I think that that's something important for you to realize, that even though you might be kind of fragile right now health-wise, that you are stronger than you look, and you can get through whatever health issues or problems that might arise or come up. Okay, so that was something for Michael to let you know, or to kind of hit home with you, or get the message out for you guys. Let's take a look at our oracle spheres. You guys might have some questions that you'd like to have answered, so we'll go through and we'll do those. And how this works, if you've not seen it before, is you think of a question that has a yes or no type of answer associated with it. Okay, so it can't be an open-ended question, but any question that could be answered with a yes or no, you think of. And we have 4 stands here for you to choose from. We have red, green, blue, and silver today. All right, and you decide which stand you would like to get an answer on. You think of your question, and then we'll go and we'll get our answers. All right, so number 1, red. The answer for that stand is not now. Number 2, green, is probable. Number 3, blue, is very likely. And number 4, silver, is a yes. So we have a not now, a probable, a very likely, and a yes. So those are your oracle sphere answers. All right, let's move on and do our angel numbers. And what these are is numbers 1 through 55. They're in a pouch here. And Michael might have some specific things for you to pay attention to. And this is a good way for him to get that message out to you. So basically, once again, you pick a stand. We have bronze, gold, and blue today. You pick which stand you'd like to get your number on. You can pick all 3 if you'd like. Or whatever resonates with you, whatever you'd like to do. But you pick your stand, and we'll get a number for each stand. And then there are links in the description to lead you to meanings for angel numbers, to a couple different websites. Or if you just want to go out and do a search for angel number or whatever, it'll let you know what the meaning is. And that'll give you more insight as to what message he might have for you. Okay? So, the first stand, bronze, is a 52. The second stand, gold, is a 54. And number 3, blue, is a 33. Wow, I find that very intriguing because the 5s are change energies, which we talked about this changing your life quite a bit. But then the 2 and the 4 are the stable energies and the more balanced. And then 33 is a very spiritual, magical number. It's an odd number, but then when you add the 2 together, it's a 6, so it's a stable number. I find that very intriguing that those numbers came up in this particular reading. But like I said, you can go out and find out what each one means specifically, and find out what messages will resonate with you that way. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here for this reading. I really hope it was useful to you. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, share the channel with your friends and family, leave us comments in the comments section, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Also, please hit the bell icon. That way you can be notified of future videos when they come out. We do weekly readings on various topics, but we also do daily readings that are messages from Spirit. So you might check those out as well. We do look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your messages from Archangel Michael. We do have our fortune-telling card as well as our tarot cards. We will be doing our charms as well as our oracle spheres, so you could be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you can get an answer to. And we also have our angel numbers. Since this is an archangel reading, we are going to do a few angel numbers in case he has some messages specifically he'd like to get out that way. These messages could be about anything that he'd like to get out there to you, so it's just whatever comes through, and we will go out and we will find out what messages he has for you guys today. We have the Sweetheart. We have the Hermit. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Eight of Wands. The Page of Wands. And the Three of Cups. Ooh, okay. Give me just a moment here. I've got a couple ideas kind of swirling here that are coming to me, but they're not forming up entirely into a message that I can kind of coherently put out there. So give me just a second. I do feel like, first of all, that this message has to do with your love life and or your family. Okay, it could be either or both. Your family, your friends, your emotional attachments, things like that. Okay, so this reading, I believe, has to do with those energies and those things, first of all. Okay, so that's something for you to be thinking about, because that's what this particular reading is about. Okay. I see some movement and some passions coming forward in relation to your love life and or your family life. Okay. It's interesting how it's both, because sometimes, you know, we have things about our families, or we have things about our loved ones, or we have things about, you know, loving connections with a partner or with a somebody like that. And it's interesting that this reading is actually about both, or either. So I guess just take what resonates and don't worry about the rest, because I think for some of you, it's about a romance and, you know, budding romance coming up that way. And for some of you, it's about your family and your friends and your emotional attachments that way. And for some of you, it actually is for both, which is kind of interesting. So let's kind of go through and let's see if we can figure out what each messages are, so that you know what to take, okay? I see some movement on things that you care about, things that you're passionate about, things that matter to you, okay? I also see some passionate energy coming about in relation to a partner in your life or a loved one, at least for some of you, not for all of you, okay? So if you're already in a relationship, then maybe this part of the message isn't for you. But I do see a deepening of a relationship. I see you feel very passionate and caring and loving towards somebody. That it could be a new relationship, or it could just be one that you've started that, you know, will move on to the next level. But I see it as being a very deep, caring, you know, not that new, passionate, falling in love kind of energy, but more of that deeper soulmate energy, that deeper, I found the one that I could be with energy, okay? It's not that early giddy, oh, you know, that you get when you're first in a relationship. Or at least it won't stay that way for long. It's possible that you got into a relationship recently and felt that recent energy, because the Eight of Wands almost kind of, you know, get that kind of feeling. But, you know, and the Page of Wands is kind of a new energy as well. But I see it hitting a new level, a new, where it evens out a little bit more, and it's more of a stable energy and more of a, you just feel very happy, okay, with the person. Okay, so that message is for you guys. So if you guys have just gotten in a relationship recently and have felt that giddiness and all that, Mike was just letting you know that it should move and blossom into something further and something more further along. I even see a possible engagement, you know, or some other proposal that you guys are going to intertwine and move your life more along of becoming one or a couple in some way, either through marriage or through partnership or some other type of thing like that. Okay? Now, as far as the message that goes on for your family, okay, because I do feel like for some of you guys, this is not a romantic relationship. It's more of a family type of deal, and a, you know, friends and family. And once again, I see some movement. I do see some passionate energies. I almost feel like there will be a reconciliation from a break. I almost feel like you guys have maybe had a falling out with some family members, or there's been a fight, or there's been some other problems, and maybe you got off on your own and got away and left. And I see that energy is kind of turning around, that there'll be a peace offering, there'll be reason to go ahead and celebrate. Maybe one of you will realize maybe you're being a little too hot-headed or a little bit too unforgiving or a little bit too, whatever. So I feel like there'll be a chance for you to build that relationship back up again. There'll be a chance for you to get back together with friends and family and close ones, and instead of being estranged or away from them, or that kind of energy, that you'll have a coming together, building back of your bonds. I think a mother energy is very important when it comes to this. So it's possible that you had a breakout with a parent or a mother figure or somebody like that, or a mother figure will help reconcile the situation and make it better, kind of thing, because that's the energy I'm getting with the queens here. But I do feel like there was some very strong passions going on here. There was some very strong things happening, but I do feel like the opportunity to get back together again, be back on an even footing, rebuild foundations, have reason to celebrate with each other, will come back up, and that you will be able to do that. That is coming forth. And Michael actually recommends that you do that. That maybe just the time away was enough, that maybe you can kind of see things from a different angle now. You can kind of see the light, the hermit energy is good for that. The hermit energy, help you see things from a better angle than maybe when you left, or maybe when you guys kind of broke apart from each other, kind of energy, okay? So basically, those are the energies of this reading. There's definitely coming together for both energies. There's definitely a coming together in a romance, or coming together for friends and family as well. Okay? It is possible that this message about a breakup and coming back together is also for romantic feelings as well. So if you've broken up with a loved one, or that was a romantic partner, that message might have been for you as well, that you have an opportunity to make back up and get back together again after this. Okay, so that message is kind of for all of you in that. But mending offenses and cooling down from passionate energies, getting more on an even keel, more with a better foundation, is definitely something that you guys can look forward to here. Okay, let's move on to our charms and see what other messages Michael might have for us. Okay, so we got our charms here. And let's see, Michael, let us know what else you would like to say, and what are the messages you'd like to have, or what else you would like to impart for pile 2 today, what else you would like for them to know. Interesting. Wow. This is interesting. Okay, the messages coming out in the charms are slightly different than what came out in the tarot reading, so it's very interesting that we have those messages, but he's chosen to give us some other messages in the charms. We have own your dreams and dream in the same thing. We also have a guitar energy, which is, very much, I think of people going out and, following their dreams of becoming musicians and things like that. We also have the Alice in Wonderland, where I think of, childhood things, or looking at things, from the perspective of a child. We've got the Inspire. We have that things are beautiful. We also have the Fan, which is another inspiration energy, because I think of inventiveness and blowing in new things and that kind of thing. And then we also have an L and a Grace. So the L could just be an initial. I also think of the word love when I thought of that. but you guys might think of other things when you see that word letter. It's just one letter, so it could mean almost anything. But what we see with all of these dreams and inspires and is Michael thinks that right now is a really good time to follow the path of your dreams. Go where your dreams are leading you. Follow that. Go there. Maybe you've been unwilling to do so, or maybe you, whatever. Also, the other thing here with Inspire and Beautiful and Grace is that be on the lookout to get inspired towards following your dreams. Maybe being, getting inspired to dream about certain things that maybe you haven't been dreaming about. Also, with the grace and the beautiful there is that Spirit might be offering you some inspirational ideas, or at the moment will help you follow your dreams and the path of your dreams and so forth if you are wanting to do that. But Michael is letting you know that now is a good time to follow what you've wanted. Follow your dreams. Follow what you see in your life, what you would like to have happen in your life. Now is a really good time to go for it. And that could kind of come out in the tarot cards a little bit as well, because we did have the Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands energy, and both of those have to deal a lot, as long as, and with the Knight of Wands as well. All three of those are kind of following your dreams and your passionate energy, okay? So that message was kind of in the tarot cards as well, because it could be interpreted for both different readings. So it's just really important for you to know that now is a good time to follow your dreams, follow your intuition, follow your guidance. Let Spirit help you along, but follow where you'd like to go, your passions. Okay? So that's something for you to think about and do. So that's a really good message as well. I like it when we get more than one message in a reading. That doesn't happen all that often. A lot of times there's just one main message that they want to get out and they hammer that home. So it's nice when another message comes through as well. I always like that when there's more than one. All right, let's go ahead and do our Oracle Spheres. This is where you think of a yes or no question that you can get an answer to. You pick a stand. We have silver, green, red, and blue. You pick which stand you would like to get your answer on. You think of your question. You pick your stand, and then we go get our answers. All right, number one, silver. Oh my, does one come out? Nope, there we got it. Is a no. Number two, green. Is it not now? Number three, red. Is a maybe. And number four, blue. Is a not now. All right, so we have a no, a not now, a maybe, and a not now. So there are your Oracle Sphere answers. Let's go on and look at our charm, or our angel numbers, sorry. All right, this is a good opportunity for Michael to let a specific message come through for you guys, that maybe he wanted you to look into something specific, or pay attention to certain things in your life, that kind of thing. So what we do is you pick a stand just like you did for the Oracle Spheres. We have bronze, blue, and gold. We have numbers 1 through 55 in here. We're going to randomly get our numbers, and then you can go out to the description. There are links to sites that tell you about angel numbers and what specific numbers mean. Or you could just go out to the web and type in angel number, whatever, and find out the meanings of different numbers, okay? All right, so number one, bronze, is 33. Number two, blue, is an 8. And number three, gold, is 43. So we have 33, 8, and 43. So there are your angel numbers for today's reading. Thank you so much for being here. Please remember to check out other videos on the channel. We have Timeless Tarot that we do just about once a week, but we also have our daily messages from Spirit where we channel messages every day for you to get different messages. We do that every day. And so, yeah, check out all those videos and see what's out there that might be of interest to you. Please remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of videos when they do come out. Also, if you can hit the like button, share the channel with your friends and family, and leave us comments in the comment section. All of those things are helping the channel so much, and we appreciate them greatly. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you again in future videos. May the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your messages from Archangel Michael. These could be about anything that he would like to get out there to you, any kind of message he would like to send to you. So far, both piles have been very different, and this one might be as well. We're not sure yet, but we'll find out what he has to say for you guys. We do have our tarot cards and our Gypsy Fortune Telling card. We also have our charms that we're going to be looking at, as well as our oracle spheres. So you could be thinking of a yes or no question that you can get an answer to, because we'll be doing that, as well as some angel numbers, since he might be able to get a specific message out to you, or something he'd like you to pay attention to, or something else through the angel numbers as well. So we're going to do that too. All right, let's see what messages he has today. We have Fidelity, the Fool card, the Three of Swords. Ooh, interesting. The Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Wow, okay. The Temperance card, the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Emperor, and the Nine of Wands. Oh, wow. Okay. Whew. Okay, I have a couple of different messages here. They're all on the same topic, kind of, but the message is slightly different because it's going to play out differently for each of you. Okay. Actually, the way I'm going to say it will have the same meaning, but it's in different circumstances. Okay. First of all, Michael says that you guys have been faithful to a partner, either one that has passed on, which is very possible that that has happened for some of you. I am very, very, very sorry for your loss if that is the case. But it's also possible that you've been faithful to a prior romance that has been broken up for whatever reason. And you guys are away from each other, but you've been faithful. You feel like it would be cheating on them to go out and be with somebody else. Or if it's not that you're being faithful, it might be that you're protecting your heart because you had your heart broken from a relationship. Okay, so I feel like there's a couple of different groups of you. There's one of you that is feeling heartbroken because you lost your partner, due to passing on. And then there's those of you that lost a partner in a heartache in some way. Either, the relationship broke up, or they left you, or they cheated on you, or there was some other reason for the breakup, but whatever the reason was, you're feeling the heartache from that. Okay? And you've been trying to protect yourself from this ever since. Okay? And so those are the two different scenarios, but basically the energy is the same. Okay? And what Michael would like for you to know now is it's time to move on from that energy. It is time to go out and be more carefree. It's time to start a new relationship. It's time to go out and find somebody else that you could possibly make a life with, and somebody that can kind of help complete you. and that you could be happy with and maybe even grow old with, okay? The energy at the moment is for that to start up now, okay? The energy is for that to happen. And the cards are kind of just totally went that direction. There was just no doubt about it. It was basically finding your partner, your soulmate, your person to be with. And even if the person that is no longer with you in whatever way was your soulmate or felt like your soulmate, that doesn't mean there isn't another person that you can't make a wonderful life with and be happy with and be together. And that's what Michael would like for you to know, is that even if that person was that person in your life, that doesn't mean that you can't still find wonderful love and happiness with somebody else. And that he feels like now is the time to move forward and reach out into the universe for that other person that can help bring balance to you and help complete you and help make you happier and stronger, okay? This message is so clear and so straightforward that there isn't a lot more to say on it. You know, sometimes there's other messages that kind of hint around the edges, or there's other things that kind of come up or whatever. In this particular reading, this one was very, very clear in that it's time to move forward in your emotional love life. Now, if you guys are in a relationship, then maybe this wasn't the right pile for you, because it might not resonate with you at all. Okay, because the way this message is coming through, this is not for somebody who's in a relationship at the moment. Just letting you know that, you know, especially if you had a feeling to watch a different pile, or maybe, you know, there just wasn't a message for you today from Michael, and you picked this pile and this message wasn't for you, that's possible. Or if you did have a thought of watching one of the other piles, maybe you could, because you might get a message that way. But I'm just letting you know that this message is for people that are not in a relationship, okay, at the moment. Okay, so just to let you know about that, why don't we move on to our charms to see if there's any other, and if you want to stick around, if you're still watching the video and you are in a relationship, there could be some messages that will show up in the charms, because every once in a while we'll get a separate message in the charms than what we got in the cards, but, you know, I don't know. So if you feel like you really need to stick around for the reading, go ahead and do so. You know, that's not going to hurt anything, but I'm just, you know, going on from there. All right, so let's take a look at our charms. Okay, Michael, let's find out what other messages, what other advice, what other warnings, or anything else that you would like to impart upon us or let us know right now. Ugh. Trying to get these good and mixed up here until it feels right. Okay, what we got? Oh, we got Rudolph. We've gotten different flying reindeer this past couple messages. Is really cool. Okay, key to love. That's really important with the message that you guys have had so far, so I find that important. Let's see what else we've got here that might tell us some other stuff here, or another story. All right, we have the Six of Wands. That is a really good energy, and it's a learning energy. It's a good learning energy. It's also a good moving forward energy. Sixes are really good, kind of nice of a stable moving forward from problem kind of energy, and that's, you know, definitely this reading is very much moving forward from conflict things for sure. So that's definitely part of the messages there. With the Rudolph here, I get the idea of, actually I've got a lot of ideas with that, with the starfish and with the pearl in the thing. I think of Michael wants you to know that you're unique, you're special, you have a lot to give, maybe to somebody or to the world in general, or to your community, and that it wants you to know how special you are. We also have the horse, where I think of thoroughbred, racing, and how, how special those horses are. All of this is all just showing very special uniqueness in who you are, and being able to put that out there into the world. We also have the French horn, which I think of harmony. We also have the Aquarius, which goes along with the Temperance card. It's once again getting that balanced energy, that bringing of that other person into your life to get that balanced. Excuse me. We also have the Bull, which Taurans they care very much about beauty, beautiful things, and they're also very stubborn. They're very strong in nature. And that's kind of the energy that Michael is imparting here a little bit to you, is that strong feature, but also that belief that beauty and harmony and the uniqueness that you have to give the world should not be hidden. Okay, it should be tossed out there. You should, don't lock it away, kind of thing. Make sure, if you guys know the story of Rudolph, it's Christmas time, and we've been watching a lot of our Christmas favorites, and Rudolph is one of them. And we just watched it recently, and the story of Rudolph is that he, had this unique nose, and he tried to hide it. He tried to hide away, and then when he couldn't hide it, he was made fun of and whatever. And so then he tried to just get away entirely. He ran away, and then when he finally gets back, he shows how unique he is and how important he is and how much he has to contribute to his community and to his world. And that's the energy that Michael is imparting in this reading, is that he doesn't want you to hide your light anymore. That now is the time to get out there. Now, for those of you that stuck around, that are in a relationship, this might also pertain to you, in that maybe you have some other things that you've been hiding out, and kind of unique talents or unique visions or uniqueness, and maybe you've been kind of holding that back from the world a little bit, and whatever. And so Michael would like for you to know that, yeah, hey, you got to get that out there, okay? So if you did want to stick around, if you felt like you needed to, and you did, then that's the message that was for you guys, okay? But it's the same energy for all of you, is it's time to get out there and put out your uniqueness. It's time to get out in the world. It's time to show how special you are, and do that, okay? So that is the charms. Let's go on and do our oracle spheres. How this works is you think of a yes or no type of question that you would like to get an answer to. And then you pick a stand. You have silver, green, red, and blue. So you pick whichever stand you would like to get your answer on. You think of a yes or no question. And then we will go out and we will get our answers. Okay. All right. Number 1, silver, is a no. Number 2, green, is a yes. Number 3, red, is a no. And number 4, blue, is a not now. Ooh, okay, so we have a no, a yes, a no, and a not now. So there are your oracle sphere answers. All right, let's take a look at our angel numbers. This is one way that the angels can communicate with us, and so we like to use that. We have numbers 1 through 55. You pick a stand. You have bronze, blue, and gold today. You pick a stand that you would like for your number to appear on, and it'll be Michael's chance to have you look into other things or pay attention to something specific in your life, or something you'd like for you to look at or pay attention to. All right, so here's our numbers. Number 1, bronze, is 43. Number 2, blue, is 23. And number 3, gold, is 52. So we have 43, 23, and 52. So those are our angel numbers for today's reading. Thank you so much for being here with us. We appreciate it greatly. We hope there were some messages that were useful to you. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, share the channel with your friends and family, and leave us comments in the comments section. All of those things are very useful to us, and they're helping the channel out greatly. Also, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of future videos when they come out. We do put out these types of readings every week, but we also have our daily messages from Spirit that we do every day, so in that way you'll know when they come out and you can get a chance to see them. Okay, guys, we do look forward to seeing you in other videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye.